4 rounds. 4 rounds. She just completely destroyed the boss. Hey everyone, and welcome back for some more Sword of Convallaria. In today's video, I want to talk about my favorite character in the game, who is Beryl. She is an amazing hero, and in my opinion, she is the best unit we have in the game currently. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment below. So, through that video, I want first to talk about her kit. I want to show you my entire build to have crazy damage, and then finally I'm gonna try her in different content and show you the real damage she can release. First of all, let's talk about her trait. She will have more magical attack and some chance to proc a random level 2 buff on her for 2 turns at the beginning up to 3 turns later, and recover 1 energy from 8% with 1 star to 25% with 5 stars, and from 50% chance to proc the extra buff and recover 1 energy for 2 turns to 100% chance for 3 turns. For the skills, I recommend to go first for the Wall of Flame. That one is gonna deal an AoE attack in front of her, 3 tiles away. On 5 tiles, she's gonna apply some fire. It's gonna reduce the movement of all enemies going in the fire, and they are gonna take some AoE damage and some burning damage over time. On rank 3, I recommend to go with that passive energy restoration. At the end of her turn, she will recover an additional 1 energy, and if she had only 1 energy, she will get another one. This is basically one of the best you want to equip on her every time in every situation. On rank 5, it depends on the content. If you are applying a lot of burning tiles on the ground, if you take that one, the Fire Walking, she will be immune to scorch and burning tiles, and she will recover some HP every time she will stand on a burning tile, and decrease the damage taken as well. If you take the other skill, Cutie, she will decrease the ranged damage taken by 25% and AoE damage taken by 40%. On rank 7, you have 2 great skills, but I'm using none of them today. You have that one, try this, healing your heroes within 3 tiles around her and restoring 10% HP and 2 energy for everyone. So this is a great skill that you can use in many situations. On the other side, you have a great AoE attack, the Flaming Meteor. You can use that in PvP. It's gonna deal a lot of damage to all enemies, but you need to wait 1 turn to cast that skill. On rank 9, you can enhance her basic attack, and generally I recommend to go with that one, the Scorching attack. 80% magical damage and inflicts a scorch on the target for 2 turns. Scorch will deal some damage based on the target max HP every turn. And finally, on rank 11, you want to go with that skill, Boom. Yes, Boom, this is the word. She is completely destroying everything when she is releasing that skill. This is an amazing one. First of all, you have a great range and a great area of damage, and you can deal multiple damage to one enemy if there is only one enemy, or multiple enemies at random. And the damage are gonna be really strong, and you will apply some burning tiles on the ground and inflict scorch on enemies. And then you can see on the right the skills I am currently using. On the basic attack, the one I talked about before, 80% magical attack and scorch on the target for 2 turns. Then I'm using that to decrease the damage taken from range and AoE attacks instead of that one, because I'm not using the Wall of Flame for now. It depends. If I'm using her in the Tower of Conquest, I'm gonna use that skill and the Wall of Flame. Then I'm using that single target attack. She had that at the beginning when you own the character directly. She is gonna ignore 40% of the target's defense and deal 50% damage 3 times to the target. So this is one of the most devastating skills you have in the game on a single target. You can basically one-shot some enemies. Then, of course, I am using that. In many situations, if you have only one single target in front, you deal more damage with that skill than with that one. It depends on your gear then, but I'm gonna talk about that a bit later. And finally, I'm using that all the time to recover some energy on her, because if you check her skills, that one is taking 3 energy and that one is using 5. So you need a lot of energy on her if you want to cast her skills really often during the battle. Okay, so now let's talk about the gear I am using on her. I am using that Diffusing Prism. Increases her magical attack by 8% because it is a 3 stars. And then for every enemy hit by an AoE attack, you are gonna have 8% more magical damage and piercing damage. So this is amazing. If you release an AoE attack, and this is what I'm doing with that and the Wall of Flame, you will deal deal even more damage. If you hit 2 targets, you will increase your magical damage and piercing damage by 16%, and this is huge. Then I'm using that trinket. 1 star only, increases her magical and physical attack by 2%, so she's gonna have a bit more damage. Immunity to move down and speed down, so it can help in different scenarios. And finally, I am using that Tarot Whisper, and this is a pretty strong one. The procs are really high on that. First of all, I had the skill, so now she has a 16% more damage thanks to that Tarot Whisper, and for each additional enemy hit, so when I'm using AoE damage, she is gonna deal from 8% to 24% more damage. And then with the stats, look at that, 10% more max HP, 10% more magical attack, and unfortunately the first stat was some physical attack, but whatever, the rest is amazing, and I'm gonna lock that just in case. So now let's talk about my engravings. I'm using the sword on my weapon. I have 19% magical attack and physical attack, but I don't care about that. But look at that, that coefficient is just insane. So she has a crazy amount of damage thanks to that. And finally on the trinket, I am using the cup and I have an extra 8% magical attack, a few more magical defense and physical attack, I don't care about that. And the resonance is the sword and the cup, and so I have 5% extra damage and some lifesteal. It works only when you do some active attacks, so it's not gonna work on counters, but whatever, you don't care about that on her. Let me know what you think about that in a comment below, but I feel like that resonance is one of the best you have in the game, because you need to heal a lot, especially when you take into consideration that you lose some damage when you are injured or dying. So if you can self-heal without the need of a healer, this is gonna be great. And constant 5% extra damage, so this is great. And I am hiding that, but these are her stats. 5,300 HP, and look at the magical attack, 3032. This is really high. Okay, so now let's talk about the teams you can use with Beryl inside. So first of all, she is from the Sword of Convallaria, and inside of that category, you have Rawia. So if I go on Rawia, you have that leader's aura, giving to all your heroes from the Sword of Convallaria 10% more attack, 20% more defense, 8% more damage dealt, and decrease the damage taken by 8%. So if you are using that, you are going to enhance her damage and she will survive longer. Then she is also from the aggression, but I think that the leader's aura from the aggression is on Nono Wheel. And finally you have the Papal State, and I think that you have a leader's aura on Leonid. I don't remember exactly what it does. In fact, it's gonna grant 10% more attack and 20% more defense to all heroes from the Papal State as every aura, but it's gonna reduce by 1 the cooldown of every skill with a cooldown higher than 4. So now it's time to talk about the content in which she performs great. So first of all, of course, in the Fool's Journey, because she has great single target damage and AoE damage as well. She has some movement reduction on enemies thanks to the fire tiles. So she is a great hero for that. In the Crossing World, for the same reasons, she is gonna shine in the Tower of Conquest. Outside of that, for every other dungeon, she is gonna be really nice, but in some specific boss fights, you want to avoid using her. But she is amazing in the Weaponry Trial 1, and this is what we are gonna see right now. Okay, so this is the boss on level 65. He has a crazy amount of HP and great stats, so he's gonna deal a lot of damage to me. This is why, first of all, I am using Abyss here, because with her trait, every time she's gonna take a turn, she's gonna apply a debuff on the boss. Level 2 attribute debuff, so you can apply attack down 2, crit down 2, physical defense down 2, magical defense down 2, and so you can deal way more damage with your Beryl if you have that on the boss, okay? And survive longer thanks to the attack down. Also, she has that skill, which one can put some random level 2 attribute debuffs on the boss. So with that and the trait, you are gonna apply more debuffs on the boss. So then I am using Gloria to enhance her power, because thanks to her trait, she will have 1 more movement for 2 rounds at the beginning of the wave, and then she will have a 12% more attack and defense. But you have something else. If you throw the flag on the ground, you will have a 15% more attack and defense instead of the 12% thanks to the flag aura. She has also that skill granting attack up 1 on all my heroes and damage reduction 2, so they are gonna take less damage and they are gonna deal more damage. And as well, using that skill, you can restore 1 energy on all your heroes. On the same team, I am using Ada for multiple reasons. First of all, with her trait, she can pursue and attack the boss. So you are gonna have some free damage during the run. Then she can put that box on the ground, and if you are standing near that box with her, she's gonna take less damage, but you can go above that box with Beryl. She's gonna have the Highland bonus, and so she's gonna deal more damage to the boss. And then she has that skill as well, increasing the damage of all your heroes around her by 30%. And it's giving to all your heroes magical defense up 40% as well. The boss is dealing some magical damage, so that buff is important if you want to survive. And finally, the last hero in the team is Inanna. She is here to heal my heroes, to cleanse debuffs, and to apply some more buffs on them and some extra turns to my Beryl. Thanks to that, they will have co-attack and co-defense, so if they stand together on the battlefield, they will have up to 15% more attack and 40% more defense. Then, her heal skill can dispel 2 debuffs on all my heroes, and with that Tarot Whisper, I can cleanse even more debuffs on my team. And finally, I'm using that skill to grant an extra turn to my Beryl, with attack up 2, increasing her attack by 20%, and she will play 2 times in the same turn. She is my main damage dealer, so you will see how strong is it. And finally, with the tactics, I'm gonna use that one to increase the damage received by the boss by 60%, which is huge. So you will see that this is devastating. So without further ado, let's run the fight. Okay, first round, I want to go close to the boss and cast that skill, so he's gonna start having some debuffs. So now if I check the boss, for example, here, he has already 3 level 2 debuffs, a magical defense reduced by 40%, 40% less crits, and 40% less physical defense. So let's hit that rock with the guard. Okay, so let's go on that tile with my Gloria and buff my heroes, so they will have more attack and take less damage. My Abyss could survive without any trouble. Now let's go here with my Beryl and cast that skill on the boss. No great damage for now because there isn't the box and I don't have all my buffs on her. So let's do that. 6,000 damage. Still pretty nice. So now it's the turn of my Ada. I want to throw down on the boss to lower his speed. That's an instant skill, so I can cast all the skills after that. Let's put the box on the ground. That's another instant skill. And now I want to cast that on all my heroes to increase their damage by 30%. And now with my Inanna, let's go here and cast co-attack and co-defense on all my heroes and cleanse the dots I had, thanks to the Tarot Whisper. So now I want to go closer with my Abyss. Let's stand on that tile and throw that on the boss to apply even more debuffs. So if we check the debuffs, look at all the debuffs the boss has now. Magical defense reduced by 40%, same for the physical defense, less speed and movement, you don't care about the movement, 20% less physical and magical attack, 40% less crit, block, heal received, and damage increased by 10%. Oh, and by the way, judgment comes from the Tarot Whisper I have on my Abyss. So now with the guard, let's destroy the rock. Come a bit closer with my Gloria, cast the flag over there. So I'm gonna have more stats on my heroes and start dealing a bit more damage to the boss. And now turn to my Beryl. So I want to go on that tile and I want to cast that on the boss. So he's gonna start taking more damage. So let's go on the box and cast that. And look at the damage I'm gonna release that time. Almost 7,000 3 times. So 20,000 damage in a row. This is huge. So let's continue. Go on that tile. Cast that. This is because of the trinket to deal just a bit more instant damage. 1,000. Use the basic attack. 7,000. Give an extra turn to my Beryl. And increase her attack by 20% instead of 10% only. And cast again that skill. And look at that one more time. The damage inflicted on the boss, even better than before. 8,500 3 times. Round number 3 already. I don't think that I can kill the boss right now. I am gonna try before leaving the AoE. We are gonna see what it does. I'm curious to see if I can do that. Okay, turn to my Gloria, so let's go in front and use that attack. That's a ranged attack, so I'm not taking any damage at all. Basic attack with Beryl on the boss, almost 7,000 damage. Basic attack with Ada. Let's come here and heal my heroes. So they are full life. I can tank the attack. That's heal almost 2,000. Let's stand here with that guy. Come on the box. Deal some more damage to the boss. Some crits. That was perfect. And by the way, I can summon the flag. So let's do it. Use that on the boss. Another basic attack. And he's almost dead. So normally with the extra turn, or maybe I can kill him with Gloria. And yes, the boss is dead. 4 turns. 4 turns, so pretty nice damage with Beryl on that fight. She is an amazing hero for that kind of battle. And unfortunately, I wasn't lucky with the drops. Okay, and outside of that, she is an amazing hero for PvP. Level 60, so let's try that guy. He should have more stats than I. So let's use that team. Okay, so move here with Simona. There with the guard. For now, I want to save the march command. Let's go here with Gloria. Let them come to me, will they? Go a bit closer. I suppose that there are some traps. Okay, Momo is performing the alert skill. And he is coming. Okay. He one-shot in my Beryl from range. I wasn't expecting that. So now I'm dead. There is no way I can beat that. Level 58, Woxis. Let's try to attack him to see how it works. We have exactly the same level. No, I am level 59, but my units are still 58. And that's a troll defense. So let's try to hit that one, level 56, to see what it has. Okay, fair enough. So let's try versus that guy. Okay, first turn, I want to buff my heroes with my Simona, so let's cast a shield on everyone. They are waiting for me. There are barricades everywhere to block the way to the enemy, so they can't reach me. They are forced to stand here. Okay, so let's start moving to the left. So let's go here with Rawia and destroy the flag. One attack. Can I destroy it with the basic attack? Yes, I can, so let's do it. I had the march command, so I can retreat and let them come to me. Now it's opened, they should try to come. So let's stand by here with Beryl, and on the next turn, I want to cast the big skill if they came to me. And if I am still alive as well. Okay, so let's buff my heroes to have more damage. Co-attack and co-defense to have even more damage. Okay, so let's destroy that barricade. And now they can come to me. Let's stand by here. Okay, I thought it was my Beryl. I was like, hey, come on, just don't kill my Beryl. I need to showcase her. But no, it's okay. That wasn't my Beryl, so I can continue the fight. Okay, big AoE attack. And I'm gonna cast it, I think, over there. It should be okay. So let's cast that there and see the damage I can do with Beryl. Pretty nice damage, right? Don't kill Beryl. Oh, come on, you have so many other heroes. You are killing the only one I am showcasing. Okay, so let's end the fight. I think I can run that in auto. It is gonna work right now. Okay, so let's attack that one, level 55. Pretty nice team in front. So let's try to see what it does with the same team as before. So first of all, as always, let's buff my guys to apply a shield on them. They are doing the same. Maitha is already on contact. Okay, why not? So let's reduce her speed thanks to my god. Let's move just a bit over there and buff my heroes with Gloria. So she is outside of the AoE attack from the tower. Let's come right and kill Maitha. Or at least try to kill her. Okay, there you have better stats than before. So now with Beryl, I want to have some fun. I think I can cast the big skill already directly at the beginning. So let's cast it over there. I can target 3 enemies. So let's check the damage I can do. That was pretty nice. Simona is almost dead already. But there is Inanna behind and she is probably gonna heal. Okay, or maybe not. Because now I can take the turn with my Ada, and so I can throw that here. Oh no, she has a physical shield, so I can't kill her right now. But let's throw that here so they will have less movement and less speed. And let's buff Gloria and Simona, so they will have a bit more damage. So now it's my Inanna's turn, so let's give an extra turn to Beryl. Let's try to kill Gloria. And I'm still in the AoE, by the way. Okay, Gloria is dead. I crit, that was great. Simona received some heals. It's okay, I'm gonna kill her a bit later. Now I need to survive the AoE attack coming from Beryl. Let's cast that here. So now I'm on the other side. And let's cast the big attack over there with Simona. It's gonna be devastating. Really nice damage. And enemies are in the middle of the AoE, so normally they should be frozen. Inanna is frozen. This is great. I'm gonna block their heals. A part of their heals. Target Inanna from back, so she's dead. Attack Beryl from behind with my guard. And no more threat. Beryl is dead. So now I can run the fight in auto. I'm gonna win that. Okay guys, so that was all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if it's the case, don't forget to hit the like button and share the video with your friends if you found it useful. Have a nice day and see you on the next ones. Bye bye.